Revive dead plants in just 2 days with rice, baking soda, and vinegar. This is a soil science garden guide for gardeners who refuse to give up on their plants. Every gardener has experienced that moment of panic, you know? You walk into your garden or check your pots and notice something just heartbreaking. The leaves are drooping, the color is fading, and your once thriving plant looks like it's on the edge of death. Maybe it's a tomato plant that was growing beautifully just last week. Maybe it's your favorite houseplant that suddenly looks, well, lifeless. Or perhaps a vegetable seedling that seemed strong has collapsed overnight. If you've ever thought, this plant is finished, there's nothing I can do now, I'm here to tell you something important. Many plants that look dead are actually severely stressed, not truly dead, and with the right combination of natural ingredients, you can sometimes bring them back surprisingly fast. Today on the Soil Science Garden, we're exploring a powerful and surprisingly simple method that uses 3 common household ingredients: rice, baking soda, and vinegar. These ingredients work together to restore microbial life in the soil, rebalance pH levels, and deliver quick energy to stressed plants. When used correctly, gardeners have seen dramatic improvements in as little as 48 hours. So, let's dig into the science, the method, and exactly how you can use this technique to rescue struggling plants. Before trying to revive a plant, it's important to understand something many gardeners overlook. Plants rarely die instantly. In most cases, what we're seeing is severe stress caused by soil problems, not the plant itself. The most common causes include soil that has become biologically inactive, extreme pH imbalance, root stress from overwatering or drought, salt buildup in the soil, and lack of microbial activity. Healthy soil is full of beneficial microorganisms that break down organic matter and make nutrients available to plants. When those microbes disappear, plants essentially lose access to their food supply. This is where the rice, baking soda, and vinegar solution become surprisingly effective. Each ingredient targets a different part of the soil ecosystem. Together, they create a quick soil reset that can help stressed plants recover faster. Rice might seem like an unusual gardening ingredient, but it actually has powerful benefits for soil biology. Rice is rich in starches and carbohydrates, which act as food for beneficial microorganisms. When rice breaks down in soil, it stimulates the growth of helpful microbes such as bacteria and fungi. These microbes help break down organic nutrients, improve soil structure, increase nutrient availability, and support root health. In natural farming systems, rice water and fermented rice are often used as microbial activators. When a plant is struggling, encouraging microbial life around the roots can make a huge difference. The microbes essentially restart the soil's nutrient cycle, helping the plant regain access to minerals it desperately needs. Baking soda is another ingredient that gardeners often underestimate. Scientifically known as sodium bicarbonate, baking soda has 2 important roles when used carefully in the garden. First, it can help neutralize acidic soil conditions. Many plants suffer when soil becomes too acidic, especially in containers where rainwater and fertilizers slowly change the pH. By slightly buffering the soil, baking soda can bring the pH back into a healthier range. Second, baking soda has natural antifungal properties. Plants that appear to be dying are sometimes actually suffering from fungal infections affecting the roots or leaves. A mild baking soda solution can slow the spread of fungal pathogens, giving the plant a chance to recover. The key is using a very small amount. Too much baking soda can harm soil balance, so moderation is essential. Vinegar might seem like the opposite of baking soda, and in many ways it is. Vinegar is mildly acidic and contains acetic acid, which has several useful gardening benefits. In very small amounts, vinegar can break down mineral buildup in soil, help release locked nutrients, suppress certain harmful microbes, and stimulate nutrient availability. Sometimes plants decline because nutrients are present in the soil but chemically unavailable. A small amount of vinegar can temporarily adjust the soil environment, helping roots absorb nutrients again. When combined carefully with rice and baking soda, vinegar contributes to a balanced soil correction rather than an extreme pH change. What makes this technique powerful is the combination effect. Rice feeds beneficial microbes. Baking soda helps control fungal issues and balances acidity. Vinegar helps release nutrients and dissolve mineral buildup. Together, they create a quick biological and chemical reset in the soil. Think of it as giving your plant's root system a fresh start. Instead of simply adding fertilizer, you're restoring the entire soil environment around the plant. And when the soil improves, plants often recover faster than expected. Now let's prepare the mixture. This solution is simple, but it must be made carefully to avoid harming your plants. Start by taking 1 cup of uncooked rice and rinsing it thoroughly in 2 cups of water. Gently swirl the rice for a minute so the water becomes cloudy. This cloudy water contains starch and beneficial compounds. Strain the rice and keep the rice water. Next, add half a teaspoon of baking soda to the rice water. Stir until it dissolves. Then add 1 teaspoon of white vinegar. The mixture may fizz slightly as the baking soda reacts with the vinegar. That reaction is normal. Once the fizzing stops, dilute the mixture with 1 liter of water. This creates a gentle solution that won't shock plant roots. Application is just as important as preparation. Begin by lightly loosening the top layer of soil around the plant. This helps the solution penetrate deeper into the root zone. Slowly pour the mixture around the base of the plant. Make sure the soil absorbs it gradually, rather than flooding the roots. For potted plants, allow excess liquid to drain freely. For garden plants, apply the mixture during the early morning or late afternoon when temperatures are cooler. This prevents evaporation and helps roots absorb the solution effectively. After application, avoid watering the plant for about 24 hours so the soil biology can respond to the treatment. Many gardeners are surprised by how quickly plants can respond once soil conditions improve. Within the first day, the microbial activity around the roots begins increasing. This helps release nutrients that were previously unavailable. The vinegar component helps dissolve mineral buildup, while baking soda suppresses fungal pressure. Within about 2 days, gardeners often notice small but encouraging changes. Leaves may appear slightly firmer. Color may begin returning to pale foliage. Drooping stems may begin lifting again. These early signs mean the roots are starting to function normally again. Reviving a struggling plant is rarely about a single treatment. The rice solution helps jumpstart recovery, but long-term success depends on improving overall growing conditions. Make sure the plant is receiving the right amount of sunlight. Too much sun can stress weak plants, while too little can slow recovery. Check the soil drainage. If the soil stays waterlogged, roots will continue struggling no matter what treatment you use. Consider adding organic matter, such as compost, to support long-term microbial health. Mulching the soil can also help maintain stable moisture and temperature. These simple adjustments make a huge difference in helping plants fully recover. This technique works particularly well for plants that are suffering from nutrient lockout, soil microbial decline, early root stress, mild fungal issues, and mineral buildup in containers. Gardeners often see good results with vegetables, herbs, and houseplants. However, plants that are completely dried out or have fully rotted roots may not recover. The key is catching the problem before the roots are permanently damaged. If there is still some green tissue or flexible stems, there is usually hope. One of the biggest mistakes gardeners make is using too much of these ingredients. More is not better. Excess vinegar can harm roots, and too much baking soda can disrupt soil chemistry. Always keep the mixture mild and well diluted. Another mistake is applying the treatment repeatedly. In most cases, one application is enough to stimulate recovery. If necessary, you can repeat the treatment after 1 week but avoid frequent use. Also remember that severely diseased plants may need additional care, such as pruning damaged leaves. If there's one lesson every gardener eventually learns, it's this. Healthy plants begin with healthy soil. When soil biology is thriving, plants can withstand stress, resist disease, and recover from setbacks much faster. The rice, baking soda, and vinegar method works not because it's magical, but because it rebalances the soil environment where plants actually live. Once roots are supported by active microbes and balanced chemistry, plants naturally regain their strength. That's the power of understanding soil science in the garden. Gardening teaches patience, observation, and sometimes a little creativity. The next time a plant in your garden looks like it's on the verge of death, don't give up too quickly. With a bit of soil knowledge and a few simple household ingredients, you might be able to bring it back faster than you imagined. Rice can feed soil life, baking soda can help stabilize conditions, vinegar can unlock nutrients. Together, they create a surprisingly effective rescue strategy for stressed plants. Sometimes all a plant needs is a small push to start recovering. If you found this guide helpful, make sure you subscribe to The Soil Science Garden for more practical, science-backed gardening tips that help you grow healthier plants and richer soil. And don't forget to share this video with a fellow gardener who might have a struggling plant that deserves a second chance. Happy gardening, and I'll see you in the next episode of The Soil Science Garden.